The latest entry into the Call of Duty universe, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3, is out, and fans are not happy with it. In fact, some gaming news sites out there are claiming that fans are so upset with this game that they are actually review bombing it and actually made the mistake of review bombing the original game instead of the rebooted one. But how much of this is actually true and how much of this is just gaming journalists being gaming journalists? It is no secret that MW3 is getting a lot of hate for good reason, and I can say this as someone who has played the game. But about a week ago, Game Rants posted an article titled Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 is being review bombed. And right away, I had a funny feeling that this was a bull crap article. Mostly because gaming media sites like to throw around the word review bomb a lot and generally use it as an umbrella term to summarize the fact that a game got a bunch of bad reviews, even if those reviews are well earned. We've seen this happen quite a lot. One example I can think of right off the top of my head is Horizon Forbidden West. The always honest and amazing gaming news site Kotaku claimed that the expansion for this game was being review bombed by homophobes because it turns out that Aloy might just be gay. I did a whole video covering this subject, so I'm not going to delve back into it. But along those same lines, we've also seen games like Forspoken, The Last of Us Part 2, Resident Evil 4 Remake, and even GTA allegedly getting review bombed. Now, personally, and it might be because I'm not all there in the head if you guys haven't found that out already, but these examples I gave of review bombing to me isn't actually review bombing, simply because the low reviews that were left for these games came with very good reasons, and they weren't just given low review scores just for the lulz, as the kids today would say. And when it comes to the claims that MW3 is being review bombed, I've got to say that this is just another case of the word being used as a catch-all term. In the article posted by Game Rants, the writer, Parth Bagaria, says the game is being review bombed because of the lower score it has over on Metacritic and Steam, stating that most reviews over on Metacritic sit in between the 40 and 65% range, with the game sitting at a user review score of only 1.5. And it's only very easy to verify whether this information is true or not. All we have to do is hop over on Metacritic, and we can see that the user review score now sits at a 1.7. But this article was posted about a week or so ago, so that fluctuation between those 2 points is kind of reasonable, I guess you can say. And since we're talking about Metacritic, we might as well get this out of the way right now and look at some of these negative reviews. Now we can see here there's a big zero, the very first one here underneath the negative reviews, and it says this: if you don't play with a console, you are at a disadvantage. The aim assist is an aimbot, and the game is still, I'm guessing that's probably crap. Activision needs to do better. The scamming people for a $70 DLC. This is the worst game I've ever seen. This game is so bad that it makes Vanguard seem like BO2 compared to Modern Warfare 3. So along the terms of Call of Duty games, I do have to say that this is the second worst campaign in a Call of Duty game that I have ever played. Like this guy is saying here, the only one that is worse than the Modern Warfare 3 campaign has to be Vanguard. You know, this is the strangest thing. The core gameplay is probably the best we've had in years, yet I have given it a rating of 1 out of 10. The reason for this is simply due to the skill-based matchmaking multiplayer. The SBMM is completely destroying the game. I have in fact had to stop playing because it is literally unplayable. I've played COD since, and there's some more stuff here. I've played COD since COD 4 days in 2007. Back then, there's no skill-based matchmaking, only connection-based matchmaking, which was by far more fun. Now, all Activision's care about is protecting the players and forcing all above-average players to constantly play against each other, which is a joke. That should be kept to be ranked play only, not only public matches where you're meant to have fun. I know I speak on behalf of many who are all suffering the exact same thing. Unless the skill-based matchmaking is toned down or better yet removed, Call of Duty will die. And I gotta agree with this here. I do not like SBMM. We will talk about that more later on in the video. And something else that this review kind of touched on there was the gameplay of this game. What he said about it probably being the best gameplay in all of Call of Duty history, 100% I agree with it. Call of Duty for the campaign mode went this different sort of route where a lot of the missions are actually open. How you approach the mission is up to you. You can go in stealth, you can go in guns blazing, you can collect supplies along the way, and it's something that I really enjoyed about it, and probably the only thing I did actually enjoy about the campaign. And yeah, and we can see here that there's more stuff. It's pretty much the same thing. The game is not ready for release and still has SBMM. With a campaign, you can have not that much fun, but that's not the point because there's always the multiplayer. And that's the truth, right? A lot of people played this game simply for the multiplayer. Not a lot of people are like me who actually enjoy the campaigns, but hey, you know, I'm just a little bit crazy there. Nice 80-pound DLC. Activision Blizzard honestly could have sticked with a movement update for MW2 and get the same product. And this is another big complaint people are having. They are saying that this game is little more than an expansion. And I do have to agree, at least from the campaign standpoint, and we're going to talk about more about that in just a few seconds there. The thing about the Game Reigns article that I do not understand is that they are actually acknowledging these types of reviews, saying that many players are saying that Modern Warfare 3 is one of the worst Call of Duty games ever made. Some users are calling it a cash grab. Many Call of Duty fans have issues with the relatively short campaign and its price tag, while a few gamers have shared their dislike for SBMM in Modern Warfare 3 in these reviews, and yet they are still saying that it has been review bombed, which isn't the case at all because these lower scores are exactly what the game deserves. The campaign isn't as short as some people are saying. I do honestly think that that's kind of a load of bullcrap. On regular difficulty, it took me around 5 to 6 hours to complete, and probably it could be blown through in the 3-hour time limit that these new sites are placing on the campaign if you played it on the recruit difficulty or if it is played by a pro. But that is really the only lie that is being said about this game. The campaign, it really just sucks, and this is coming from someone who, as I have said before, generally does enjoy the Call of Duty campaigns. They reuse a lot of stuff from MW2 and MW1. The missions, they just seem bland, and the ending doesn't even feel like an ending. Instead, it feels like there should have been one more mission after it. And they even went so far as to butcher the no Russian mission with the incident instead taking place on a plane, and we don't even get to play as the bad guys. But that's all I'm going to say about that for now, because I will have a review of sorts out about this game sometime next week. And the other big thing people complain about was the SBMM, as we saw in some of the reviews that we read. For those that do not know what the SBMM stands for, it is skill-based matchmaking, meaning that the game takes your skill in your account before placing you in a match, which on one hand is a good thing, but on the other hand sucks, especially if it is broken. If you're playing bad, you'll be paired with other people who aren't exactly the best at the game. However, if you have a good game where your KD is just amazing, whether that is by luck or because you're generally getting better at this game, there is a good chance that you'll be going up against pros in the next match, which can suck big time. There are many times where I would have a really good match only to be thrown in a lobby with a bunch of diehard 12-year-olds who spend all their time playing Call of Duty and just get completely wrecked. So the criticisms about these things are very valid. The game isn't getting review bombed despite what some sites are saying. It's not like people are giving this game low review scores based on some political or personal belief like we saw happening with Hogwarts Legacy. They are leaving low review scores because the game just kind of sucks. So what do you guys think about all of this? Do you think that the word review bomb is being misused by these websites? Do you think Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 is actually good? let me know in the comments down below. Hope all you guys have an amazing, wonderful day. And if you can hit that like, subscribe, and notification bell, it would greatly help a fella out. I will see you all in the next video. Peace out.